Alright, guys, welcome back to another bonus episode.
It's Jeopardy, the game show with Ted Bundy.
With Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy, Ted Minda, Ted Mumu. The main person that is the conductor of this game show is a cow stripped of udders. And his name is
Barry Sanders.
Crone.
Crone.
That's his name.
His name is Crone.
So I know you guys are probably wondering, like, what is this episode and why is it starting like this? This is a bonus episode, and we decided to do our top 10 Star Wars characters that include every character from every type of Star Wars lore. Doesn't have to be the movies, it can be the shows, it can be
Clone
anything
Wars,
like that.
It could be Rebels, it could be
Mandalorian,
Boba Fett, it could be all the
It can be
regular
Hawkeye,
episodes.
it can be all of
No, it
the
can't be
shows
Hawkeye.
that are
Definitely can't be
are
Hawkeye.
good.
Are good.
And we're gonna dive right into this thing, and it's gonna be a quick bonus episode. And that's the theme song for the bonus episode. All right, we're gonna start with Justin, the Phillies fan with the Yankees hat on, and let's go.
So
Start with number 10.
It's
We've-
faded as
Keep them in
fuck.
suspense.
we've got a
Like
10.
Jared Shirt.
Shut up.
We've got a 10 human list here, and we'll start with number 10 coming in. We're gonna start with Darth Vader coming in at number 10.
Wow.
Ooh,
That's pretty low.
spicy choice you
Yes. I do this because I honestly don't love Darth Vader, but I know he's like one of the most powerful. So it's just gonna be like a quick description, right? Like, we
What
don't have
about
to
when
get
he's
into
walking
it.
through the ship and slaughtering?
That's what I'm
people?
saying, and he
Rogue.
he has some really cool scenes. So I had to put
Obi-Wan
him
might
on
make
my
you
list.
like him even more too.
Yeah, but right now he's coming in at number 10. At number 9, this may
Wait,
surprise.
Why don't we all do our 10, all do our 9, all do our 8?
Yeah, we
count
can
It's
do
gonna
down.
be confusing.
No,
man.
it's not confusing.
Remember we tried to do that with
No,
something
that's
else
because
last
we
time.
tried to do it on the fly with Spider-Man. It was way harder like that. So
But with this, we do it this way.
No,
People
I know.
can skip to
No.
just you, and then they can skip to just you,
No, I
and
know.
skip to just me.
No, I know. It's okay.
We're gonna do it this way. Jade and Justin, keep going.
So
Nice.
we're coming in at 9. This may surprise some, but it's going to be Han Solo. Because honestly, up until I rewatched these two past movies, I didn't like him at all. I thought he was cheesy, fucking annoying. But after watching these two movies, I was like, holy fuck, he's actually super cool.
Real quick,
and
how
fun.
do you think we should do this?
I don't know. I think Jane's way would probably make sense, but
Why?
I don't know. But then your way makes sense too, so it doesn't matter.
All right, and let's do it Jaden's way.
Oh, wow.
All right,
Jaden,
so
10.
Justin's 10, and then Jaden, what's your 10?
My 10 is General Grievous. He's sick as shit, but there isn't a whole lot of content with him. But he's definitely really, really fucking cool. Luckily, this is audio only, or you'd see some foul stuff. But yeah, so Grievous is 10. He fricks well with the sabers, and it's fun to watch him. But again, there's not a whole lot of screen time
Once
with him.
again, you
so.
probably like him more if you watch Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So my number 10 choice is gonna be Captain Rex. If you've watched Clone Wars, he is one of the coolest people in the whole show, one of the most loyal people in all of Star Wars, and his relationship with Ahsoka is just, at the end of Clone Wars, is incredible. And he continues to help the Bad Batch, if you watch the Bad Batch.
If I
And
would have
he-
put top 20, I would have had him on mine for sure.
Yeah, he's the real bros before hoes guy.
Yeah.
And by hoes, it means being affected by Order 66.
Mhm.
Because he had that shit taken out of, like Tony Stark and the shrapnel. So explain why, okay, so number 9. What's your number 9 again?
Han, and I
Han.
explained it already.
Okay, so
Jabin.
Justin explained a weird example of why
you're-
Han, he was
How is it a
corny,
weird
and now he's
example?
cool.
What's
Why do you
weird
think
about
why do you
it?
think he's cool?
I just like he's a lot funnier than I thought he was at first, and I don't think his skill set is cool because shooting a blaster isn't fucking cool.
But he's a marksman.
But his character is just a lot more like needed than I thought, and I got excited about it.
No, I'm just kidding. All right,
yeah.
that's a good number. I mean, he's way too high on the list, but I mean low. Jaden, let's go number 9.
Number 9 for me is Rey. She is quite powerful in her movies. By the end, she receives her own saber. She's also extremely sexy.
She made her own saber.
Yeah, doesn't really have anything to do with what I was saying.
It
but
makes her cooler because she made her own lightsaber that's yellow.
Yeah.
It's yellow.
In that respect,
Which
yes,
is
very
hideous
much, I
in that
agree.
Respect.
I
Yeah.
very much agree. So, yeah, she's extremely strong. Beats. Did she beat Palpy? How I don't even remember.
She
how
beat
that,
Palpatine with the help of 1,000 Force ghosts.
which was, I guess, rad in its own way.
Rad.
After every pick, we have to do our impression of him.
Okay,
Just to
we'll,
add some
we'll
humor.
start on this next
No,
cycle.
we have to do it.
No,
No,
we're gonna
so
start on the next cycle.
you,
I need someone to help me find my place in this world.
Just quote
That
it
sounded
from
like a
Skywalker.
leprechaun.
like Bob Marley mixed with
What?
Ray.
Bob Marley was not.
In this world.
I
So,
need
yeah,
someone
Ray-
to help
Ray's
me
number
find
9.
my place in this world. That's like, it's like a leprechaun.
That was
Your
on-
throat
that was
sounds
on-
withered.
That was on
Withered.
some hula dancing in California type.
Number 9 for me would be Chewbacca.
Ew.
Your
God.
Your list is mid as
I
shit.
I
No,
love
Rex is awesome. But that's
Chewbacca.
horrible.
That guy is cool,
That guy is
and
cool.
basically everything that I've
Christ.
that he's in. He's a great loyal companion, and I just love the Wookiee. Like, he's great in Lego form. He's great in regular
Can't
form.
even speak.
He's awesome. He's awesome in the
Inaudible
Clone Wars.
item.
Remember the Clone Wars
Inaudible.
episode where he shows up and they take
Yeah,
down all
but
those
it doesn't
people?
matter. It doesn't make him any
He's one
cooler.
of the best Star Wars characters. He's a,
No,
he's a
he's not.
classic. He's got that bowcaster.
Yeah, and it's ass.
Yeah, it's so shit.
In the games too. It's
No,
ass.
not in the game. I'm so good with Chewbacca. Do you remember in Force Awakens when he shoots that thing and obliterates the clones, and blasts them in half?
You'd get your shit split by a Jedi if you were fucking a Wookiee.
Oh,
What are
That
you
is
doing?
my-
it's hot.
That is mine. And we don't judge people's favorite characters
Fine.
unless
All
it's Rey.
My number 8 is going to be Mando.
Dude, suck off.
Why?
That's so low.
I don't care.
I'm so curious to hear the rest of his list. Go ahead.
I put Mando there because Jared and Jaden both love him so much, and I like him, and the show is great, but it's just a show. Like that's all we have of him. Like that we just have this quick little 1-season show, 2-season show that's like he's good, he's cool and all, but he's not one of my favorite, but I do like him, so he is on my top 10.
You know what's super
He's
rad
literally
though?
a Mandalorian wielding a dark saber.
He has his own.
He
show.
just got it for one episode.
But he's gonna have
Like
it now. Forever.
Okay, if he has it and he's really cool with it, he'll go up on my list.
He has his own show, meaning they're like an hour each, and there's 8 episodes, 16 hours of solo
So did Boba,
Mandalorian.
and it's fucking wretched.
No, that was 8
But we've already
hours.
been
It
introduced.
doesn't matter.
No,
He just had one
I'm
season.
saying I'm counteracting your point to say that we only have one show.
I'm just saying we have a show about him, and it's not like Boba's show was horrible. Like it's possible
Why are you
that,
bringing Boba? back up?
because you just said you can't judge my fucking list. Just
I'm not
like
judging.
just
No, I'm
like
not judging
Faded
it.
said.
I'm just
All right, go.
Fuck, it's faded.
Faded shirt.
Rappers. and
faded
shit.
hat. My
Your
number
hat's
8.
from like 2002.
Let him say.
It
his
looks like the
name.
one that you fucking poked dots in at Dad's house.
It said Jaden.
Thing's a piece of shit, dude. It looks like
This?
styrofoam.
Where?
The whole hat looks like a piece
It's
of
like
styrofoam.
it's
Look
always
at that.
sunny when Dee says to Frank that his suit looks like
Terrible.
plastic, and Frank's like, "Why would I wear a plastic suit?"
My number 8 is Boba Fett.
Holy.
He's a bounty hunter. Very cool as shit. He's at a disadvantage because he is a non-lightsaber wielding MFer. Because if you have one, it's cooler. You're automatically cooler if you have a saber. But he's very badass. He has his jetpack and his missile and Slave One. That shit's bang ass. And what's the bomb called?
The squirt bomb.
The ion bomb or something like that.
No,
The
that's not-
Eon. Oh,
Oh.
the tree stop.
I'll,
Tree sap.
I'll look
bomb.
it up right now. Slave One.
My number 8 is also Boba Fett.
Seismic bomb. Seismic charge.
I don't think it deserves to be any higher because we do have a little bit of a sample
think it
size on
deserves
him.
to be
But
there.
in terms of
On that list.
like the old movies, he was just there to look cool. He didn't really do anything besides get himself eaten by a Sarlacc. but then the whole Boba Fett story, what he was able to do, and like overcome, and no matter what the bad writing and plot of that story was, he still can be. You gotta think of what he can be, and the stuff that he did in the comics was pretty cool. But like the stuff that he can do and what he has potential to do, if a good showrunner gets a hold of it, he can be as cool as the Mandalorian. Because they're literally the same
Yeah,
thing.
they could be.
But it's just he got a hold of some bad writing.
Yeah, but he also couldn't be because he's a clone.
He literally could do the same thing. He's been through much more
yeah.
than
But the
Mandalorian has.
Mandalorian is
He could be cooler
is
than
an actual
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
But he could be cooler because he doesn't have to be a Mandalorian, which
He can be
Mandalorian
whatever
isn't
he wants.
anymore
Yeah,
anyway.
Mandalorian's not a Mandalorian.
But still, Boba could still get armor.
I don't
like that.
know. I don't know. About
I just
that.
don't get how his armor looked so good in the Mandalorian, and now it looks all like
Trash and
weird and tainted. It was like
Yeah.
really good in the Mandalorian. It was like cleaned up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What?
But yeah, that would be my number 8.
Number 7, I'm gonna put General Grievous. In the Clone Wars, he's fucking awesome, and you get a lot more of him than you do in the live actions. But in the live actions, I always just think of Hello There fight, and Grievous is just a badass dude with wielding multiple sabers at once, beating absolute ass in. So, Grievous at 7.
Audience, Jaden's trying to show me pictures of when he first showed up when he had the bad armor. I'm talking about when he cleaned up his armor and he shows up and they fight the people on that ship with what's her name?
Are you
With the
you're
blue,
talking
with
about
the
Boba,
blue,
right?
yeah, with the blue. What like? How am I forgetting their
I don't
name?
remember what it's like with a K in it.
Yeah. But
Pastrami.
his when he like drops the bomb on those clones, his helmet was like super
Shiny,
clean
like,
looking.
yeah.
I'm thinking of a certain picture. I can't think of it.
Name.
I don't know.
Jaden,
I
you're up.
can't.
It's like Ass Kisser or something. My number 7 is Ahsoka. Ahsoka Tano. I haven't seen a whole lot of her, but I've seen some things in Clone Wars, little highlight reels. And then also she was in The Mandalorian and she was just shitting on people. Like in the episode where they infiltrate that little town and she pulls up and just cuts people's sacks off. Like that shit's sick as all hell, and her sabers are so cool.
They look sick in Lego Star Wars too.
Yeah, they do. So I'll get to Clone Wars and tell you how good she actually is. But she's at 7 for me.
Looks
Yeah.
so clean. Audience, I'm showing a picture of him in the Mandalorian.
Oh, you mean Boba?
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you meant the Mandalorian. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Mandalorian's been
I
looking
know,
good since
I'm-
like the end of
I
season 1.
know. I thought you meant the
But
Mandalorian.
Boba looks like this there,
Yeah.
and then
And
like
then
in the
literally
show,
the next.
and in the show he looks like a
It's like garbage armor.
Well, isn't it because it happened before the Mandalorian?
no. Book of Boba Fett happened after the Mandalorian. That's how they knew each other. When they were fighting, like his armor just doesn't look as clean when he's in like the actual scenes. Like it just doesn't look as like. I mean, it kind of does there. I don't know. I just remember watching the show and it being less clean looking than it did. Something looked different. I remember other people noticing it too. My number 7 would be Darth.
Who?
Vader.
Darth Vader.
Dark Vader.
He's got to be in almost everyone's top 10 list. Like, he's not my favorite. He's another person that has like a lot of untapped. I think hopefully we see a healthy amount of what he can do when he's still young, even though he's still crippled and burnt. Like that's still Anakin at a young age at that point in time. So like if he has the ability to do anything, it's at this age that he's at. And if we see some cool, like I'd love to see him move the way that he moves in Rebels.
That's what's sweet because they're saying there's a bunch of stuff coming out that they're saying this is going to be the most aggressive and like mobile version of Vader we'll ever see.
Yeah,
So.
and I'm excited to see that. But just he's a classic. He's one of the best villains of all time, not of Star Wars, but of all of the world villains that were ever created. Like Darth Vader's one of the most recognizable, one of the
He's better
best
than Hitler,
best
dude.
voiced, James Earl Jones.
Hitler.
James Earl Jones knocked it out of the park. He's scary. He's menacing.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
He's better than Hitler.
Jesus.
All right, so are you good?
Yeah, that's my number 7.
My number 6, coming in at number 6, is going to be Kylo Ren. Now, I do this because everybody hates him, but I think I probably would have put him at number 5 over my next one because I don't understand the reasoning for everybody hating on him. He's such a badass fucking guy, and his saber's fucking cool, and he's very good at fighting. And he's so cool. He's like another Anakin to me. Like that's one of the reasons I started liking Anakin, because he was like such a cool such a cool character. Like people might not like his character arc, but I just think in general he's really cool in the movies.
He's a man-child.
I'm so happy you guys can't see visuals because I just made
Go.
the ugliest face ever.
Go Shrek lookalike.
My number 6 is Vader. I feel like Jared kind of went over this. He should be in everybody's top 10. He's just the OG of Star Wars. And he's... and at the end of the day, he's Anakin. So... And they're punching each other, and Jared's disableized. He's paralyzed with his hand out. With his faded shirt. Justin almost pulled off his sock.
You forgot to do the impressions. You got to do your.
Yeah,
impression.
we'll do the top 5. That's what we'll do. So that was my number. You can probably hear my bed creaking. It sounds like a 1940s floor.
Floor. We're just missing the red corduroy
Jared.
carpet.
Go.
All right, my number 6 will be The Mandalorian. This is the way. Number 6 will be The Mandalorian. He's
He's
one of the best characters
so
of all time in Star Wars, not only of acting and writing, but just the things he's able to do. And I think most of it comes from his Pedro Pascal's acting. Like,
yeah,
he's
awful.
perfect, from the mannerisms to the way that he speaks. His relationship with Grogu and others, and like, he's a bounty hunter, but he somewhat still stands for what's right, or else he wouldn't take care of that little green bastard all the time. There's a heart to him that no other Mandalorian really has. It's just and he leaves behind the Mandalorian ship to do whatever do what's
he's
right
gotta
and do what he wants to do. And he's one of the only Mandalorians to really work this closely to some of the best Jedis of all time, besides like the 501st and stuff like that. Like, it's you could argue that he's one of the best clones, if not the best, like, quote unquote,
Yeah, I would say
clone
he's
type
not a clone.
character. I know, but like that,
Yeah.
that's or the best bounty hunter you could say. Like,
Yeah, so
I
he's
think he is
definitely
better
not a
than
clone.
Boba Fett, to be honest.
Oh my
for
god,
sure.
yeah.
No matter how classic Boba Fett
For
is, he
sure,
definitely is.
for sure.
All right, so
This is where we start our impressions.
Mhm.
we're at number 5. My impression is going to be silence,
Yeah.
because this character doesn't speak. He just goes, "Ugh." Darth Maul.
He does
Darth
speak
Maul is going to be at number. I know,
all the
but like
time.
in the Clone Wars, but
Yeah.
not.
Scream Kenobi and
No,
make
don't
Jared,
do that.
make
Can
Jared
I?
Don't do it.
Dude,
silence
go
it.
on.
You gotta stand in the corner and face the wall. It's not gonna sound anything
3,
like him.
2, 1.
Kenobi!
Oh, no.
It was so good. Yeah, so it's Darth Maul.
Oh no.
If you watch the Clone Wars, Darth Maul will be in your top 5 no matter what. If he's not, there's an issue. Even if you don't watch the Clone Wars,
moving.
Darth Maul has to be one of the coolest villains. So if he's, you'd probably put Darth Maul in like your top 15 if you haven't watched the Clone Wars. So if you have, he's in top 5, and he's number 5 for me. So
Look, Brendy's at the mic, guys. You can probably hear him.
And Jared has done this so many times, he just scratches him and you can hear it the entire time. So you're probably going to hear that because Jared doesn't listen.
Yeah, I want to pet my dog, you know?
Number 5 for me is Han. Let's see, what's an impression? Can I just say, I know?
No, you can't.
God damn it. Oh,
Jared was just doing them.
do it on.
No.
I'll recreate it.
No.
Okay, then I'm not doing it.
You
If
have
put
to
him in your
do it.
top
You
5,
can't ruin the
know
set.
what he says.
Yeah.
I know. Done.
I love you.
I know. Done.
Do the laugh it up fuzzball.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
What the hell? That's not the right delivery.
What is it?
Do the head
Laugh
turn.
it up, fuzzball.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
There you go. Now continue.
Han is an absolute jizzle. I didn't, again, kind of like what Justin said, except not spedrically. I just remembered him being like kind
The
of.
fuck did you just say? Fuzzball?
I kind of
Took
remember.
you long enough.
I kind of remembered him being like kind of suck ass, but actually he's like really good and he matches up well with most of the people.
How did I say that sped?
I was
ankle
just
sock
kidding,
Aaron?
ankle sock Aaron. Like he holds his weight against immense people, and it's just sick as tits. If they didn't ruin him in
That
the
hat
Force
looks like a
Awakens,
helmet on your
dude,
head.
why are you still talking shit?
Looks
Just
like a
finish
fucking
your-
helmet.
I'm trying. He keeps
explanation.
interrupting
Come
me.
on, finish.
And so, yeah, so he holds his weight and it's cool as shit and he's badass and he deserves more respect. That's my number 5, Jared. What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Anakin Skywalker,
Holy shit,
Yep.
Jared.
and
What's
he
up
is.
your boots?
Can't
He
wait to see
is-
his number one.
I'm trying to think. What's something that he says? You turn her against me. You will try. This is the end for you, my master. I can't do Anakin. He's too bland and stuff.
And stuff.
But
and stuff.
the thing is it sucks because he's the most heartbreaking story, but he does have the most potential to literally be. I mean, he was the chosen one, like the best
You were the
Jedi of all time. The way he fights in not only the Clone Wars but in Revenge of the Sith, like his character in Clone Wars is even cooler.
Yeah.
Like when he runs missions, and
I just want to see that in live action. Though.
I think we will. I really
hope.
think we will, and I
I'll-
will spew all
come.
over the place if that happens.
I would literally come.
Yeah. But I think him and what he is in Clone Wars is still better than Darth Vader. Anakin's just such a good character by himself. I mean, obviously when he's a kid, he's an annoying little piece of shit. But after that, he's one of the best characters of Star Wars. But that's my number 5.
So my number 4 is going to be Rey. And I hear Jared sigh to my left, and I'm not sure why. So, before us even doing this, everybody's always like, these new movies are cheeks, blah blah blah. They're not good. They're buns. They're Antoine Baldwin. But I think to start it off, Rey, her build up to becoming a Jedi is probably my favorite. Because Luke's build up to becoming a Jedi's cheeks, and so is Anakin's because it's from the old movies. Her build up to becoming a Jedi is probably my favorite, and just the pure fact that she is probably the hottest woman in Star Wars. Besides Jared liking Ahsoka Tano in the cartoon better than everyone.
Ew.
It's true.
I
I love her.
But yeah, Rey's at number 4.
Where's your impression?
I want to remember what she says when they're.
I bypassed the compressor.
Dude, why are there so many testicle heads in Star Wars? That fucking testicle head, Snoke, when he's when they're about to fight those red guys, she says something. It's
I don't remember. Just say something.
I can't remember anything she says off the top of my crane.
My crane.
Alright, well,
Let's
God,
go.
I can't
I
remember
need
anything.
someone to help me find my place in all this. Do it.
yeah, do that.
I need someone to help me find my place in all of this.
Sounds like Harry Potter.
My number 4 is Obi-Wan. Pretty solid. What in the shit? You were the chosen one! There we go. There's my impression. That was gangster shit. But Obi-Wan, I wish we got even more of him, just because he's so sick. Like that duo, Anakin and Obi-Wan, is just it truly wets my undies. I know I need to watch Clone Wars because that's when I'll see most of it, but I want more live action shit. I can't wait for his show. He's obviously one of the stronger Jedis out there. And he's just a badass, and I love him. So he's my number 4. What's your number 4, Jared?
Number 4 would be
Hello there.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. I
Love that.
was tossing it up in the air like a salad for number 3 and 4 between these characters, but he's not only just, I think, the best character in like the prequels. Him in Clone Wars, he has this sense of like authority and knowledge and just something about him that whenever you're around him or you hear him, you know, like you'll be safe. Like he is the most like guided thoughts. Like he is the best. I think he's the best master. No matter what.
You only get skinhead,
like
happened.
Yeah.
Isn't he supposed
I mean,
to
you
be
could technically say that Qui-Gon Jinn is the best master because he trained Obi-Wan or something.
No,
but
that's
like,
bullshit.
but
Obi-Wan's his own man.
yeah, but then
Qui-Gon's
but when
bullshit.
you rip it apart, like
rip it apart?
Ewan McGregor's portrayal of him is just amazing. He's an incredible actor, and the emotion in Revenge of the Sith from
Dude,
him
I
is
want
just,
to kiss him on the
I know.
fucking mouth and
it's just
asshole.
unlike anything else.
I want to put a pillowcase around his head and just
Yeah, just kiss
show him
him.
at night.
Yeah, but his style of fighting, the little move that he does with his finger and the lightsaber when he goes like this is
Dude,
beautiful.
Oh my god.
His lightsaber is my favorite lightsaber. His
Yes,
hilt
the
is my
hilt.
favorite hilt too. So almost everything about Obi-Wan deserves to get him in the top 5 there. So that's my number 4.
My number 3 is going to be, you were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Obi-Wan. Number three.
Obi-Wan type
So
of Christmas.
Obi-Wan
It
type
is.
talk.
It's a
It is. So
marshmallow world,
basically
being
everything has been
friendly.
covered
When
with
the
Obi-Wan
bones
in the past.
uncover the ground.
Fix that fucking drywall now.
Oh my god.
Basically everything's been covered with
It's okay,
Obi-Wan.
mine's not life size. What is it?
Basically,
mine's on movie quality.
Yeah, that's what it is.
basically everything's been covered with Obi-Wan at this point. But he's always been. There was a point before I watched Clone Wars that Obi would have been number 2, but Obi sits at number 3. Obi-Wan is definitely, was actually my favorite character when I first started watching Star Wars, and then you'll see who it became. But yeah, Obi sits at number 3 for moi. God.
Number 3. What's a quote? Or what's a line? There's probably so many and I'm just a sack of shit. It's Anakin. But like what's a line?
Think of one.
Oh, thanks for helping when I asked what's a line. I love it.
What have I done?
What have I done?
There, now continue.
I mean, obviously, again, like Jared said, and I think Justin said, I don't remember, he was the chosen one. He is definitely the best character development. He would have been probably the best Jedi to live. And then obviously that transfer into Darth Vader, because like you can kind of smash them into the same person.
That union transfer into Darth Vader.
Yeah, like he was literally in every single Star Wars movie up until the newer ones, and he was throughout all 6 of those films. He was one of the stronger people that was living and fighting at that point. So Anakin is an absolute gangster. Where Brennan just got summoned and he hit the mic, so that's awesome. And I love Anakin. And yeah, that's my number 3. Jared, what is your number 3?
Alright guys, first of all, sorry for the creaks and crocs.
Creeks and Crocs.
So many things moving around. My number 3 would be Mr. Maul.
Mr. Maul.
Mr. Maul is, in my opinion, the best character development ever in the history of Star Wars. Their ability to take a character that ended so stupidly, which is why I'm so frustrated
It's
about
so
what they did with
unfair.
Boba Fett.
Yeah,
A character
that's true.
that ended so stupidly, and we're able to resurrect him,
Yeah.
put robot legs on him, and still make him the coolest Sith that's ever existed, and the most I don't want to say knowledgeable, but the most,
Yes, knowledgeable.
I guess, knowledgeable. Like,
he's way more knowledgeable
yeah, the
than Vader.
fact that
That's
he
the only
was
other one.
he was the one that tried to go kill Anakin to stop. Now it was for his own gain to make it so that he was the Sith, but like, I feel like Darth Vader not being Darth Vader would have caused less damage in the world than Maul, because Maul had a certain vision on what he wanted it to be versus what Darth Vader wants, was literally just driven by wanting to save somebody.
Yeah.
So Maul, like the voice acting by Sam Witwer
Makes me
in
wanna
Clone
come.
Wars is just, I don't know exactly what he says when he's screaming at Ahsoka. He's like, "We're all gonna die. We're all gonna lose," or something like that. Like, it's one of the most emotional.
You're just sitting
things
there
I've
with your
ever
peeper
seen.
hard.
Yeah, and like, it's not
Oh,
Ahsoka's fault. She was
Your
doing what she
nipples
thought, but
sturdy.
like, he's just amazing. So he's definitely my third favorite for sure.
So we're on to number 2, which is going to be Ahsoka Tano for me. You don't have to carry a sword to be powerful. Ahsoka, watch Clone Wars and she'll be in top 3 for you. Like, that's pretty much all I can say. She's just, after she grows up and she becomes a Jedi that is able to, what?
I'm typing.
Type quieter.
Come face.
Type quieter, idiot. Once you see like what she becomes and how powerful she becomes in and of herself, it's just absolutely absurd, and I love her as Anakin's Padawan. It just works so well, and there's so much that happens in Clone Wars that will just put you on to Ahsoka and just make you love her, her character, and just every scene with her in it was just a delight. As well as the live action, when she was in live action Mandalorian, just cutting motherfuckers giblets off. She's just unbelievable. So Jaden, who would your second be?
I had to look up lines to this motherfucker. So I'm going to say his number 2 ranked. Revenge. I must have revenge. I don't know how the fuck he talks, but was that a famous line or no? Do you guys remember that? Like, there really isn't a lot of cool Siths anyway. Like, other than Vader, you know, and like Grievous. Like,
Grievous isn't a Sith.
yeah, true. I was gonna say Grievous isn't even Sith, but
He's a robot piece of
what's his
pelican.
name? What's
Pizza Pelican.
He's a pizza pelican.
He's the pelican that shit on
Who's
Colton's
the gray-haired fuck?
neck.
Count Dooku.
You should.
Count Dooku.
What?
Just continue. Let's go.
Shit neck.
Yeah. There's like no real
Smells.
cool Siths. I like how Dooku holds his saber though. He's like this.
So at this point, who's your second, Dooku or Maul?
No, I'm saying Maul
Maul.
because he's the coolest. Like, there's just nobody. There's no one who
Why are you
really
talking about
compares to
Dooku?
him. Because like I'm saying, like him.
We're
or
gonna have to do.
Vader.
Jaden's gonna have to do a revisit when he watches Clone
Oh
Wars.
my
Yeah.
fucking god.
Like, I'm sorry.
It
it's
would
just
change your life.
Okay,
It
cool as
is
crap.
what it
Cool
is.
as
I mean,
crap,
I
cool as
like
crap,
Darth
cool
Maul,
as crap,
too.
I
cool as
know,
crap.
but like he needs reasons why. He doesn't even
No,
know why.
I'm saying
besides
to-
he looks cool.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
sorry, fish that's on the back of Christian's cars. It looks like a fish.
What?
Go ahead, continue. You know those stickers on the back of the
No,
cars?
I don't.
Where they're the legends?
No,
It's
I
like-
don't. So yeah, he's definitely the coolest. He's the most badass. He slaughters people, and what
He
I've
doesn't
heard.
slaughter people in live action. That's all you've seen.
What?
He just kills one person.
I've seen stuff. I've seen Clone War clips.
Don't spoil it for yourself. It's gonna take away from the effect.
Okay.
Anyway, that's your number 2. Got it.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Hoku no. Hoku religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster.
Good blaster.
Chewie, punch it.
Churi.
Chewie,
Cherry.
come on. Oh, my voice cracked.
Come on. Come on.
You like me. Why are you following? Then why are you following me? Huh? Come on. Oh, damn it, I'm losing it. Now
You
I'm starting,
are, dude.
now I'm
You've
starting to
lost it.
sound like, you say. Han Solo will be my number 2. that guy, from the acting, from the character himself, is charismatic. He brings the comic relief to the movie. He's just so fucking cool. And he's just, in every scene he steals the show. He just steals the show. His blaster sound is the coolest blaster sound. That's it. It has a specific little bass into it when you shoot it.
I agree with that.
There's something just about the charismaticism, whatever the word is. He's just so
He reminds
funny.
me of Andrew Garfield, like
Yeah.
in like just how like he's
not at all.
charismatic.
Yeah,
not
it's
even- not
just,
even
but he's so cool.
Fuck you, wavehead.
So cool. He's so.
What if Jared started wearing do-rags to get waved?
Fuck you, wavehead.
But yeah, he's number 2, no question. He's I mean, there could be a case for Darth Maul being number 2, but right now in my head, Han Solo's like number 2. I don't think he won't move from 2 or 3. He won't go lower than that. All right, now we're down to the number 1s. Justin, who's gonna be the first number 1 for you? Chewie.
My number 1 will stay the same, will never change, no matter what comes out, no matter what happens with any other show. It's gonna be Anakin. I hate sand.
Hey,
Sand.
I hate sand. Why can't I do it?
oh, just fuck.
I hate sand.
It's
You're
coarse.
such a liar. Oh, you fucking farted, Reeks?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's coarse. So that
It's
didn't sound like
gross.
Anakin at all. But god damn it, dude. Hayden motherfucking Christensen. Let me tell you something, okay? They put Hayden in any of the roles in Star Wars and he'll be better than whoever it is. They could put Hayden as Han and he would be better. They could put Hayden. They could put Hayden as Obi-Wan, he'd be better. Like, he is just the
Looking at
perfect
Seahawks.
Star Wars like actor. Like he
Put him as Padme.
put him
do
as
better.
Padme, he'll do better. Put him as Leia, he'll do better.
What about
Put him as
Rey?
Jabba, he'll do better.
Rey?
You know, so it's mostly Hayden. Just the way he played the role was disturbing, made me horny.
He looks like Hayden right now.
Yeah, he does.
Wavehead.
Say something like him. Let me see if you look like him.
No, I can't.
Why?
I can't
Sand is
talk like him.
coarse.
So, and his just the way he fights.
are evil.
Okay.
You just totally.
It
screwed
sounded
me,
like
dude.
that police, the cop
What
in
point of
Batman.
view the Jedi are
the,
evil?
the Batman, he's like, I can have you hitting officers.
Okay.
That, you know what I'm talking about? The guy that talks like that. Dude, there's an officer
officer.
that literally sounds like that.
Okay.
Sounds
So-
like he's gripping his balls.
Wait, in the new one?
Yeah,
Yeah, when he walks in, Batman's not supposed to be
Yeah.
there. What? Yeah,
yeah. And they take his felt mask off.
So,
his Joanne's fabric hat.
your number 1 is Anakin. My number 1.
Oh, I didn't even talk about the reason why I liked him because of Clone Wars too. Like in Clone Wars, it just goes over everything like with Anakin, and
I love how they give
Sadly-
little Easter eggs on how he's like acting out of aggression versus everybody else.
yes, and they just like tag stuff onto him specifically. Like no other character gets the treatment that Anakin got in Clone Wars. I think Anakin was like, which is weird because you'd think Ahsoka was like the main line, but in reality, it was fucking like Anakin and Darth Maul.
The part in the beginning of
you're
the
not
new
gonna spoil
the
it,
part
right?
in the no, not really. The part in the beginning of the new
Not
season
really.
when everything looks so good and he finally has his long hair.
Yes.
He walks in the middle of that
God,
ramp.
dude.
That gets me so worked up.
It gets me hot and heavy, and
Yeah.
and he,
All right, let Jaden finish. This is already going way too long.
yeah.
My number 1 is.
Alright, we've had enough. I'm gonna fart into the mic if you keep doing it.
The Mandalorian.
Someone just spit into the mic. We're sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Someone spit into the mic. We're
That
sorry.
was literally a fart directly into the mic. That was the funniest shit ever.
funny.
My number 1 is The Mandalorian. What? I can't wait to hear that.
I can't wait to smell the mic.
Yeah,
after.
cut it.
Ew. No, you cannot cut it. He's just like literally.
Think
It's
I cracked.
either him or Darth Maul for the most badass
Maul.
character ever.
Darth Maul.
Darth Mold.
Darth Mold. He's mold growing. Like his gadgets, the way he shits on people just 24/7. The fact that he now has the dark saber. I'm so glad they don't have the video on this. The fact that he now
just took out the whole bag.
Tell the audience what you just did.
No.
Would you come on?
I'm trying.
And Justin, let's
Look
go.
at your hair.
Let's go. Where? Come on.
The fact that he now wields the dark saber is the coolest thing ever. I can't wait to see him go off with that shit. And I can't wait to see him and Grogu go through the battle. Oh my god.
I was gonna wipe it in. He would put it on and be in his car like that.
I think it's funnier if the audience doesn't know what we're laughing about.
He'd be like,
Okay, come on, please. We gotta finish this and take it seriously.
there's a mark on the sleeve.
Come on.
Go.
Are you done?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Alright, guys. So my number one is 150% Ahsoka. She is not only my warrior, my love, my life, my light.
My
What
light.
she does for the fact that she was the only one to have the balls
Uncle
to step.
Stink shirt.
The only guys, come on, we got it. It's the last part. Let's go. The way that she had the balls to stand up to the Jedi Temple and walk away, and do something that no one's ever been able to do, and do. That's it. All right, guys. Sorry, we just had a crazy laughing fight here.
Giggle fest.
Yeah. But my number one is Ahsoka for sure. First of all, she's my lady. I love her so much. And second of all, she was the only one that had the balls to stand up for the Jedi Temple and their hypocrisies. And the way that she fights with the two lightsabers, she kind of holds them backwards and stuff too. She kind of does some backwards like moves and stuff like that. Like the way that she fights, the way that she
The way
acts.
she holds her lightsabers is
That's what I
badass.
literally just said. She holds it
I'm
backwards.
saying I agree.
But she also, from seeing her to season 1 of Clone Wars and how small like she was to grow into, and also it's sad because Anakin trained her well,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't, and she took more of the good than the bad, and still in Rebels sees the good in him even when he's trying to kill her.
Yeah.
And it's just heartbreaking knowing that like forever when she finds out who he is, like
Yeah.
it's just
I
she's
just-
the most heartbreaking
I wish
story.
they chose somebody else to be Vader, not Anakin.
I know. I always think about that too. How cool would it? I see pictures like drawings of Anakin with his kids and Obi-Wan with his kids and Satine and Ahsoka being a little sister. God,
I would do
or a big
anything.
sister. I want to.
Why couldn't they just do somebody else as Darth Vader?
Darth
Darth
Vader?
Vader.
I know. But yeah, guys, that was our top 10. That went way too long, but you know what? That was a pretty good bonus episode for missing Rogue One. We appreciate you guys listening, and hopefully one day the videos will come back. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. We'll figure it out. But thank you guys for listening, and this has been a bonus episode for Star Wars Month, and we got a few more episodes left. We got Kenobi coming up. We got Return of the Jedi. We got The Mandalorian to do, and
That we do.
yep, and we will see you guys next time. Latest on
Thank you.
Jumanji.
Latest Gators Appscast.
Latest Gators.